plays hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Carolina.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schneider. The catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go quickly here out to Moore. They find some open field here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Schneider. Throw left side complete to Scott. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
How about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
So it sets up a big play here, 3rd and 8.
That could make sense because they've been throwing well on this drive. Once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. It's a nice play by them defensively there to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Schneider. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Saints 0.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Saints at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point. We are tied at 7. Now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schneider. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to get his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't
And the tight end goes in motion left. On third down, Schneider. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Schneider. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. These two teams all tied after one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Okay, ready? From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Schneider. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Schneider. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the range, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Right back to Dobbins on first. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 37, they work on second and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
He's got a man, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Schneider. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He already had an interception earlier. Now Charleston says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back to the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles got like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. And it's a big play, and they got to hold on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Schneider. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
He'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He stiff arms it over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go. 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of the yard line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Off play action. Schneider. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles. 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st and 10, Schneider. Ebron caught left side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Schneider. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Mayfield now from the 50. Thomas brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first. But it's incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down.
Zane Gonzalez on the field goal. A 51-yard.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game. It didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a neck. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run. I think we're right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the gun on third down, Schneider. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Dobbins with it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a loss of 2. We're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it will be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for New Orleans, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance